Hello, this is Marcus Nguyen with Valve Solutions. Today we're going to replace the seat on the Series V segmented ball valve. I will go over how to replace the seat with each size group available. To do this procedure, you'll need a couple of tools. You'll need an 8mm hex key, a flathead screwdriver, an adjustable wrench, a pry bar or a tool you can use for leverage, and 2 M8 bolts if you're working with the 8 through 12 inch V-ball. For the 1 through 2 inch V-ball, we will start by removing the 4 bolts of the seat retainer with the 8mm hex key. Then, we will remove the seat retainer from the body of the valve. The retainer is usually tough to remove, so an easy method to use is to twist the seat retainer off as much as you can, and use the flathead screwdriver to pry it off the rest of the way. You will now be able to see the seat of the valve. Using the adjustable wrench, open the valve by turning the stem counterclockwise. Then remove the seat and metal spacer with your hand. When replacing the metal spacer in the seat, it is important to place them back properly. The metal spacer has a concave side and a flat side, while the seat is symmetrical on both sides. Place the concave side of the spacer in first, and then place the seat back in after inspecting it. Use the wrench to close the valve by turning the stem clockwise. There is an O-ring on the seat retainer, so it's a good idea to inspect it for any cracks or breaks before placing it back on the body. Then replace the seat retainer back onto the body and line up the bolt holes. Finally, screw the bolts back in using the crisscross method to prevent crosstalk. For the 3 through 6 inch V-ball, there are 2 bolts and washers holding the seat retainer, so use the 8mm hex key to unscrew these bolts. Then we remove the seat retainer. Here I'm using a flathead screwdriver and a pry bar to do so. There is a groove ring around the seat retainer where the washers hold the retainer in place that you can use to pry it off the body. You will now be able to see the seat of the valve. Use the adjustable wrench to turn the stem counterclockwise. Then use your hand to remove the seat and the metal spacer. The seat on the 3 through 6 inch V-ball has an extrusion that allows the metal spacer to sit on the seat. When placing your seat back into the valve, place the metal spacer on the seat first, then place the seat back, metal spacer side first. Use the wrench to close the valve by turning the stem clockwise. Check the O-rings on the seat retainer and replace the seat retainer back onto the valve. Place the washer over the bolt hole and in the grooved ring on the seat retainer and screw the bolt back in. For the 8 through 12 inch V-ball, you will need 2 M8 bolts to remove the seat. First, we will unscrew all the bolts on the seat retainer with the 8mm hex key. To remove the seat retainer, take the M8 bolts and screw them into the bolt holes at the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock position, screwing them in alternatively, a little at a time. The bolts will push the seat retainer from the body of the valve, so be sure to catch it when it's free. The 8 through 12 inch V-ball is a bit tough to open and close, but was done before the recording. With the valve open, use your hand to remove the seat. There is no metal spacer with the 8 through 12 inch V-balls. Then, take your new seat and place it back into the valve. The seat for the 8 through 12 inch V-ball is symmetrical on both sides, so it doesn't matter which side you put in first. Take the seat retainer and unscrew the bolts from the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock position. Check the O-ring on the seat retainer and place it back into the valve. Finally, line up the seat retainer and screw the bolts back into the seat retainer using the crisscross method to prevent crosstalk. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video has been helpful in replacing the seat on the Series V segmented ball valve. For more information, check out Valve Solutions at valvesolutions.com.